everybody, welcome back to our Stranger Things Geek Out review, where we talk about the latest episode of Stranger Things that we just saw. And we just saw episode 5 of season 3.
The Flayed.
Yeah, Bobby Flayed. Wait, what?
No.
Okay. So, this is going to have spoilers. Of course, we're going to talk spoilers for Stranger Things 3 all the way through episode 5. We, at this point of filming this, have not seen past that yet, so we can't spoil anything beyond that. So this counts as your spoiler warning here, as we tell you a couple of things before we get started. And by the time you see this, we will have seen all of the show, so you won't spoil anything for us. But please try and keep the comments to only through episode 5 spoilers, as well for the people that may be watching this along with the show. There are like 2 people in the world that might do that. So, but also for those of you that are going to check out the comments and you haven't seen everything yet, just be careful, because sometimes people can get excited, sometimes people can be jerks. They might have spoilers in there intentionally or unintentionally, more than you want to know. So, just be careful. But other than that, we're here to talk about the first 5 episodes, and then we'll do some predictions or whatever about what we think, where things are going. And a lot of our predictions have been blown, so.
Well, no, I think I did fairly well last time.
Okay, more of my predictions have been blown. But both those lights have died now. That's fine. They weren't really charged, so. But yeah, so spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. You've been warned.
He's got lights out the yin yang, people.
Ooh,
God, that is
literally out the yin yang.
All right, so
where would you like to start?
So it looks like I was right about them having built that machine at the beginning of the prologue underneath Hawkins.
Actually in Hawkins. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good reveal.
That they managed not to get themselves kidnapped right away. Or not kidnapped, captured.
Yeah, actually they did a pretty good job. Steve won a fight.
Yes.
I would joke, because episode 5, time for Steve to get his ass kicked again.
Yeah. I thought I was expecting them to get him to take the soldier's uniform.
Yeah, because to sneak out.
The Russians just don't have hair that good.
They're what?
The Russians just don't have hair that good.
Oh yeah, I know that would be the giveaway.
I've been looking at him going something here's not right.
Right? Yeah, but they may still have to do that because we just kind of left with them seeing the new underground control room.
Yeah.
Laser drilling into the upside down. So
yeah, it's just it's probably the backside of where the lab was.
That's kind of our guess now. So he may still have to do that. He may still have to dress up to sneak out of there. We'll find out because they still got to get out. We don't know.
So hopefully they'll be telling the 2 girls going okay, so there's this dimension that connects to Hawkins. We've been dealing with this the last couple of years. It sucks.
Yeah, I do like that, they still, not everybody knows about all that stuff. It does make this kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how they do find their way out of this lab, because they are still stuck there. Or are they going to radio, or what,
I think they're going to radio.
And at this point, because we've seen stuff in trailers, we know there's going to be stuff in the mall, so I'm assuming the last couple of episodes will be a big showdown in the mall is what they're probably all building to. But I do think it's pretty cool that we revealed that, they have secretly now built that under there. And I was thinking back to, the first season, I think they talked about, how it's almost like the space race or something, but it's like a race for who can figure out this technology first, because the original intent of, 11 and the psychotropic stuff and this, the kinetic, telekinesis stuff was so that they can actually spy on people.
Right.
Spy on world leaders. So I think it's kind of neat that we are still playing into that. And still the show is being excellent. I'm still loving the pacing. There's still nothing boring. I love seeing all the characters finally start coming together now, as we're getting closer and closer to the finale and all that stuff. So, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, them sneaking.
And the Nancy of Jonathan have.
What was it ready to go there? I like Steve peeing in the thing, and the joke about it smells like piss. That was pretty damn funny. Especially the way they did the stream, and he turned it off to the other corner. That was really cute. And I loved Dustin still giving Steve a lot of crap about him and Rob, and he's like, never. It's like, yeah, that's totally happening.
Yeah.
Unless one of them dies. But,
yeah, I kind of thought for a moment there's a couple of moments where Steve could bid it.
Yeah, and speaking of bid it, and we can get into this, but I really thought we were about to lose Jonathan a time or two there, or at the very least I started thinking, he's going to get paralyzed. Or they're going to, break his spine, he'll never walk again kind of thing.
Yeah, but you were going on, it's just why don't they just hook up with the kids? Guess what? Nancy went, weird shit is happening. Where's Will?
Yeah, exactly. She finally figured that out, so that was great too. And then that's when Jonathan's like, wait, Will, why wouldn't he be safe? And it's like, dude, have you not lived in this town? Have you not dealt with this stuff? So, but yeah, the hospital stuff was pretty brutal. All the dead people and all the dead bodies, and of course that blows any of my theories about Jake Busey, because now we had
becoming a hero.
Yeah, because now we had Zombie Busey.
I told you he was gonna die.
Mm-hmm. But I was really wondering how they were going to get out of that situation, particularly Jonathan. So it's kind of neat that they're all tied together. Yeah. But that does ask some questions.
It might be a proximity thing.
Maybe, yeah.
Because otherwise, all the Flayed all around town have been getting stabbed and bashed. And
right.
I don't think that's probably going to be the case.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to work out. But again, more mystery for us to devour. So looking forward to that. And man, the melting was pretty cool. But I honestly, it was a bit CG for me. It wasn't necessarily that it was bad CG. It's just like, that's where I really wish you guys would have really spent on some practicals and just really made that gooey and gross.
The Indiana Jones.
I want a modern version of that. Yeah, I want them to have literally
opening zombie melting thing.
Yeah, I want them to have literally built bodies that they have to like melt down, and it turns into really pussy, ooey, gooey ooze. Because I've seen that done so well in the '80s in like tons of movies. So I don't know why they couldn't do it here. Seems like it'd be cheaper and easier.
Actually, it's probably cheaper to do the CGI.
Well, I think it's easier just because of the cleanup. Because with CG, you don't have to then clean it up if you have to retake. So, but anyways,
you don't have to build a brand new model if you have to do retake.
Any effects person worth their weight, they're going to have at least 2 or 3 ready anyway. So, but that's just my little nitpick. I mean, and it's super nitpicky because it is very cool, and then watching them merge into this like spaghetti monster thing is pretty awesome. And that's going to be interesting with them all in the hospital now. They're all going to have to fight it. And
I'm sitting there going like, run away, run away. Run away!
Yeah, there's only so long the curiosity would keep me looking, I believe. Unless, like I said, unless I'm completely well-armed.
Those two are about to merge. Yeah, that can't be good.
Yeah, which one's it going to go after? Which way is it going to go? So, which, again, gives me even more of a Resident Evil vibe. Which, again, there was more Resident Evil vibe. They literally find a secret pathway through an underground lab by moving a bed and finding the stairs under there. I'm like, that's straight Resident Evil 7, man, and I love it.
I'm definitely. I hadn't quite gotten it before, but yeah, I've got a full-on Terminator vibe from.
Oh, they've gone, yeah. And I told you that, like, the second we saw him in the beginning of the first episode, I'm like, oh, that guy they're totally doing a Terminator. He's got Arnold's jawline and, like, brow line, even.
But he has the hair of the T-2000, I think.
No, not really. If you look at the pictures, not really. It's not exactly the T-800 Arnold hair.
It's been very long time since I've watched that.
Yeah, we'll be fixing that as we get to the new Terminator movie. What? Those are awesome movies. I'm looking forward to rewatching them. Even the bad ones are fun. Seriously, like, I like 3 and 4 and 5. Actually, I really like 5. Anyways, we're not here about Terminator. We're here about Stranger Things. So, but no, and Hopper is still really funny. I'm loving him and Joyce. I'm loving them bickering like an old married couple that aren't married. And I love her joke about, so any guy I talk to now is my new boyfriend. I'm like, that is very real. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, not cool, man, not cool.
Right. I mean, cool in the way that it's real, not cool as it would be cool in real life. But yeah, Hopper getting and I love them throwing the guns and throwing the keys and how they're just terrible throwers.
At least under pressure.
Yeah. Alexei should be interesting, the new Russian guy they kidnapped. I'm anxious to see
I
what's
love her
going
trying to work on communicating with him.
Yeah, but now we get our nut job. Our fringe reporter guy from season 2 is back, and I love that. And but at the same time, though, I don't know.
God, her chewing him out was fantastic.
It was, but like, what is the harm in this guy being like, let me metal detector this guy?
Well,
it's only going to take me like 30 more seconds.
She would have been fine with him doing that if it wasn't for the fact that he started yelling at them for their little argument in the back. No. That was like, oh, bitch, you want to go there?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the day I've had.
I know, but at the same time, it's like, what he's doing is actually kind of smart, and considering all the shit going on.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think her problem necessarily was him calling her out and the other stuff, and she just went, oh.
But no one should have been calling him out on it in the first place. It was clear what he's doing. It's like, that's probably not a bad idea, because who knows, that guy might be hiding something.
Again, if he hadn't been yelling at them for their argument, she would not have gone off on him.
Yeah, I'm saying before Hopper even yelled at him is what I was trying to say. Hopper shouldn't have even been yelling at him.
Oh, okay. You should have said Hopper.
I know. I know. That's why I clarified it now. I love them stealing.
So let me tell you about
but no, the stealing the car thing was pretty damn funny too. Although I'm not exactly sure why he. Yeah, right. That was great. Oh, and her physicality when he turns like, so Detective Byers. She's like, yeah, what? What's that? Like, that was such a great little acting moment from her. But yeah, them wandering through the woods and all that's pretty neat. 11 checking on them and wondering why Illinois. I'm like in the olive branch with the candy, and that Will and Elle are kind of getting back together. It's gonna kind of work out. So
does your species like M&Ms?
That was really cute. Is that why you pulled those over here?
I did.
Oh, I thought you just were gonna have a snack. Will you give me the green ones too?
You know, I never even heard about that until like a couple years ago.
Yeah, when I told you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you never heard about? Y'all have heard about that, right? Like, it's an old thing that like there's no truth to it, but it was like an old wives' tale that the green M&Ms are the aphrodisiac.
I don't think it was an old wives' tale. I think it was an old middle schooler's tale.
You can comment away. I know where I grew up and stuff, that was just, I heard that all the time about a bunch of things. And that's why you would hear things like Ozzy only wants green M&Ms in his dressing room. The stories like that. Well, which again, I know are all not true stories, but...
Yeah, stuff like that I think was just for ways for them to make sure people actually read the writers, but...
Yeah, that could be as well. But anyways, other than that olive branch of the... you're not going to let me derail this one. Challenge accepted is what I expected, but... Right, I keep encroaching into your side of the frame. So, stay in the frame. Come on, we're almost through this one because I want to get back and see what happens next.
All right.
Because we definitely left on a hell of a cliffhanger. They're doing great with the cliffhangers this season. Every episode is like, more.
What was them about to get attacked? Yeah.
Yeah. And the kids discover the Russians drilling and the Terminator. Where did we leave a Terminator guy? Who I'm loving, by the way. He's doing a really good
tracking.
Job. Yeah, he was still tracking. And then again, I guess when Hop put the gun to the back of his head, they did that whole thing about you're a cop and all that. As soon as he said you're a cop, Hop should have shot him in the leg.
No, I was waiting for Hop to go, yeah, but I'm a bad cop and you beat the shit out of me the other day.
Shoot him in the leg and then say that. Yeah, but I'm a bad cop and you pissed me off. But also I'm just thinking, he's going to knock that gun away some way or another.
I think
so. Give yourself an advantage. Shoot him in the leg.
And
in case something goes wrong, shoot him in the fucking leg.
I think the problem is he's still holding the AK-47 and could easily... He's the type of guy he is, he could easily just pivot it around and start firing back at him.
Well, then you're already shooting. Keep shooting. I don't know. Yeah, that's fair.
No, I'm going to shove him in the shoulder and make him drop the gun.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Shoot him in the fucking elbow so his arm doesn't even work to hold it. I don't... shatter that shit. I don't know. But again, that's nitpick stuff, so I'm just kind of... But still, that's really cool. I like that the thing was under the bed in the abandoned house. I mean, that was so Resident Evil vibey to me, and I'm just loving that. And man, I mean, the monster stuff in the hospital is great. The Team Steve stuff is going really well. I'm just excited to see where we're going with this because, and the Mind Flayer stuff's pretty interesting because I like that Will was talking about, like, listen, we can't just trap Billy and get it out of him because then it's just going to go somewhere else. We have to figure out how to stop the Mind Flayer. So I think that's pretty cool.
I think Mike actually made that particular point.
That's what did I say, Will? You know how I always get Mike and Will's names backwards. That's who I meant. So.
Yeah, it's like Steve and Billy for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, this was a Billy-free episode, I think. No, he's at the very, very beginning where they're going like, yeah, I'm made.
Yeah, just a hint.
No, that was the end of the last episode.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, so there was no Billy in this one. We don't know what happened to Billy right now. He's just run off, so probably licking his wounds, so.
Of course, I kind of suspect that the sheer number of Flayed that there are at this point, there's quite possibly little patrols of them all over town where they think they might come across the kids.
That would be wise, because obviously we're getting nearer and nearer the end game, I believe, so. I mean, we know because we know how many episodes there are, but
the thing is going like, okay, so that's what happens when you killed them. Maybe we shouldn't kill them anymore.
Yeah.
That's going to be tricky.
Let's just freeze them all. Anybody do cryo lab around here? All the labs we got?
Well, things it likes the cold.
No, it doesn't like the cold. Oh, no, it likes the cold. You're right.
Like the heat.
Can we just cremate them all? Oh, that wouldn't work. You want to save their lives.
Yeah.
Anyways. You got any more predictions for where we're going from here?
Oh, gosh.
I think the monster just keeps piling into a bigger and bigger monster, and maybe we get kaiju fight. I don't know. I don't think so, but that'd be fun.
I like the idea of them trying to get Steve to dress up like the guy that take the uniform from the guy that he beat up and not working because the hair's too good.
Yeah. I think maybe by the end of this, Nancy and Jonathan will be working in higher positions at the newspaper office.
Since they killed all.
Because there's a couple of job openings now. Yeah.
I think 11's going to have to come to the rescue.
Of course. I think, that's just how
this beastie.
Yeah, that's how the show's going to work. She's going to atomize that shit. It's going to be awesome. And I had another one. They all end up eating ice cream at the end. We get a shawarma situation, but they're all eating ice cream. And I'm loving Erica in this. I think that's a great addition to have Lucas's young sister, but on her own side of the thing. So she's not there as Lucas's younger sister. She really is her own character in this, and I'm quite loving that.
She's a sassy little thing.
And a very smart and clever one. Like, she's like, I like that they made her the youngest of all of them, basically. Like, I know more than all y'all, and I'm not afraid to tell you. And she's right, like, every time. She knows what she's talking about.
Except she did want to drink the ooze.
Well, yeah. And I half expected Steve to, but he hated his sailor hat. So that's why in the moment I thought, when they were all rolling under the door, I thought he was going to...
He has his hat for several episodes
I know, but there would have been a cool moment to do the Indiana Jones thing of him like, reach back for the hat just in the thing.
But, Yeah, that's when you... Actually, you would grab it for sake of evidence more than anything. It's
right.
Like, no, let's not leave that clip behind.
Yeah, but still, I just thought that would have been a neat little moment. But that's just, just wishful thinking. But anyways, I think that's all I got for this episode. That was a long review, actually. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, well, we're going to get on to episode 6. So let us know, comment away, like we said, all the way through episode 6. Anything you want to talk about, favorite moment in this episode, your predictions if you are watching along and haven't finished it yet. That's always fun to do as well. So let us know. Geek out in the comments. You can also click the thumbs up button, give us the good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. Oh, wait, episode 5. I just said episode 6. No, we're going to watch episode 6. We're going to watch
episode 6.
Thumb of encouragement because we like to be encouraged. And now we're going to get out of here and go watch episode 6. We'll see you all later.